anime has some of the best stories when it comes to the main characters who are ultra powerful. I'm not talking about power levels here. I'm talking about just straight up being overpowered to the point where only a god could defeat them. Ironically, we'll be focusing on series that don't have a lot of gods in them, but they do have one above a god, or people who are essentially one of these beings meant to be immortal and impervious to all forms of harm. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the top 10 anime where the main character has power above a god level who can defeat anyone. So today we will be counting down some of the best anime where the main character has an unbelievable level of power. Also looking at anime where the protagonist can wipe out everyone. In at number 10, we have Lord of Vermilion, the Crimson King. Set in Tokyo, it's January 29, 2030. High-frequency resonance is observed in the vicinity of Tokyo and the red fog rolls into the city. Those who hear the sounds, humans and animals alike, pass out losing consciousness. Everything just shuts down in Tokyo, believing that the fog is carrying an unknown virus that causes an epidemic. However, 6 days later after the incident, people wake up as if nothing has happened. After that, Tokyo's sealed-off city sections gradually return to normal. However, since the high-frequency resonance, some bizarre events start to happen, and people find themselves being pulled deeper into more mysteries. Meanwhile, young people start to become aware of themselves and release their power hidden in their blood, discovering themselves as vessels of wisdom blood. Together, being held by something unknown, they meet, communicate, and face the unavoidable circle of fate, sacrificing their own lives. In at number 9, we have Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Ishiro Suzuki, a programmer nearing his 30s, is drowning in work. Worn out, he eventually has a chance to catch up on sleep, only to wake up and discover himself in a fantasy RPG world, which is mashed together from the games he was debugging in reality. In this new place, he realizes that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name has also changed to Sato, a nickname he used while running beta tests on games. However, before Sato can fully grasp his situation, an army of lizardmen launch an assault on him. Forced to cast a powerful spell in retaliation, Sato wipes them out completely and his level is boosted to a mere 310, effectively maximizing his stats. Now as a high-leveled adventurer armed with a plethora of skills and no way to return to reality, Sato sets out to explore this magical new world. In at number 8, we have Tales of Zestiria, the X. Sore is a young human who has spent his entire life living in harmony alongside the seraphim in the village of Elysia. Fascinated by the myths of the celestial records, he explores some nearby ruins with Mikleo, his childhood seraphim companion, hoping to enlighten him about the seraphim's history with mankind. Unfortunately, they become trapped in the depths of the historical site during their investigation. While searching for an exit, they come across a mysterious girl who desperately seeks the help of a shepherd to save the world, which is on the brink of being consumed by darkness. Despite Mikleo's warning about making contact with other humans, Sore decides to help the stranger, which unknowingly leads him closer to the dream of peaceful coexistence between the man and seraphim. Tales of Zestiria the X is a beautifully animated and a very emotional portrayal of Sore and his trials as he continues his journey to complete his shepherd mission. In at number 7, we have Campione. I forgot about this anime for a while, but getting back into it recently reminded me how much I enjoyed the show. Some people suddenly find religion, but for 16-year-old Kusanagi Goduo, it's that really old-time religion that's found him. As the result of defeating the god of war in Mortal Kombat, Goduo is stuck with the unwanted position of Campione, or God Slayer, whose duty is to find heretical gods whenever they try to muscle in on the local turf. Not only is this likely to make Goduo roadkill on the highway to heaven, it's also a job that comes with a lot of other problems. Like how to deal with the fact that his enhanced status is attracting a bevy of overly worshipy female followers. After all, they're just there to aid him in his demi-godly duties, right? So why is it that their leader, the demonically manipulative sword mistress Erica Blandelli, seems to have such a devilish interest in encouraging some very unorthodox activities? Get ready for immortal affairs, heavenly harems, and lots of dueling deities taking pious in the face as the ultimate smash, bash, and thrash of the titans rocks both heaven and earth. In at number 6, we have Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Let's talk about Cautious Hero. It is simple anime about a hero being summoned to save a world on the brink of destruction, but with a twist. The hero of the story is Seiya Ryugen, a seemingly normal human summoned by Rhapsody, a goddess who soon discovers that Seiya has stupidly high stats for an earthling. However, while Seiya does indeed level up incredibly fast, he has one little defect. He likes to take an awful lot of precautions before every action. Oh, and he also loves to ignore her. The character chemistry here is great, and not for the right reasons, although you'll also see like the secondary characters and how they interact with the protagonist duo. It may be corny and too cliché at some times, but it also delivers a nice and unexpected plot twist by the end. Be sure to watch it from start to finish. In at number 5, we have the Silver Guardian. High school student and gamer Seiyugen Riku attends the prestigious Shinryu Private Academy, a school for the elite and children of the wealthy. But rich or wealthy are not the words that describe Seiyugen. In fact, he's dirt poor and must work many part-time jobs to pay for his tuition. During one such job, he dives into a pool to save his pet cat. Fully aware that he cannot swim, luckily he is saved by Rei Riku, the beautiful and popular daughter of a game developer, and he falls in love with her. He is also drawn to another girl, a new friend he meets in Dungeon Century, his favorite online RPG. But when the game is scheduled to shut down, he knows his adventures with her will soon end. However, the day after the game is shut down, he finds out that Rei and the online girl are one and the same. Soon after, Rei gives Seiyugen a new game meant to replace Dungeon Century, a tomb raiding game called Grave Buster. But when Rei is suddenly kidnapped, Seiyugen is pulled inside Grave Buster to save her. In at number 4, we have the daily life of the Immortal King. As a cultivation genius who has achieved a new realm every 2 years since he was a year old, Wang Ling is a near invincible existence with prowess far beyond his control. But now that he's 16, he faces his greatest battles yet, senior high school. With one challenge after another popping up, his plans for a low-key high school life seems further and further away. In at number 3, we have Wise Man's Grandchild. Shin is a normal salaryman in modern-day Japan who was reincarnated into Merlin's world while still retaining his past memories. As the years pass, Shin displays unparalleled talent in both magic casting and martial arts, much to Merlin's constant amazement. On his 15th birthday, however, it becomes apparent that Shin only developed his combat skills and nothing else, leaving him with blatant social awkwardness, a lack of common sense, and middling sense of responsibility. As a result, Shin enrolls in the kingdom's magic academy to hone his skills and mature among other teenagers. However, living a normal life is impossible as he is established as a local celebrity almost as soon as he arrives. Kenja Nomago follows Shin Wolford's high school life in the capital as he makes new friends, learns about the world, and fights off the various forces of evil surrounding him and his city. Number 2. Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? Izayoi Sakamaki, Asuka Kuduo, and Yo Kasukabe are extraordinary teenagers who are blessed with psychic powers, but completely fed up with their disproportionately mundane lives. Until, unexpectedly, each of them receives a strange envelope containing an invitation into a mysterious place known as Little Garden, inexplicably dropped into a vast new world. The trio is greeted by Kurosagi, who explains that they have been given a once-in-a-lifetime chance to participate in special high-stakes games using their abilities. In order to take part, however, they must first join a community. Learning that Kurosagi's community, No Names, has lost its official status and bountiful land due to their defeat at the hands of a demon lord, the group sets off to help reclaim their new home's dignity, eager to protect its residents and explore the excitement that Little Garden has to offer. Finally, in at number 1, we have That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Out of all the anime that I've watched in 2021, the season 2 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime really hyped me at the end. Also, I was so excited to see what will happen next, waiting for the new season that will be aired soon. With a title like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, you might expect this anime to be a mindless isekai parody with no redeeming value other than a few good jokes. That's certainly what we thought at first, but as the story progressed through its 24 episodes, it gradually revealed itself to be a wholesome tale about one little slime who builds a thriving community with his newfound friends. We particularly love the detailed world building, as well as the tsundere dragon Veldora, who starts him off on his journey in the first place. It's not exactly an innovative masterpiece that upends the entire genre, but That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is still one of our favorite fantasies in years. So thanks for watching. Do make a comment below. Which one have you seen? Do share your experience. Don't forget to like the video. Do press the bell icon as it helps us a lot and also gets you notified about the latest videos and news trends. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.